Good evening, viewers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today here I am with another poem, The Farmer's Wife, written by P. Lalita Kumari. This poem is written in Telugu and it has been translated into English by Vasant Kannabiran. This is a contemporary poem which is been prescribed for this year's first PU English textbook. And here the main theme is related to the farmer and their financial crisis forcing them to kill themselves, and the suicide act, which is a predominant problem of India presently. And this poem highlights on that after the death, what the family, how they are going to face the situation, crisis movements, his wife and all that is being elaborately discussed. Let us see what the poet has to say in this poem. The very first stanza we find, the first line, you are virtuous and you are gone. See, the main tragic theme is being highlighted by the poet in the very first line itself. You are virtuous. You, the farmer, is virtuous, very good character, but you are gone. Gone, the tragic incident is being highlighted, and the entire story is the introspection from farmer's wife. That is the title is all about. See, the poet concentrates only on the farmer's wife who remained now and facing all the situation. So, looking at the dead body, farmer's wife is telling all this. You are virtuous. She is not talking to anybody. She is talking to herself. Okay, her mind. You are virtuous and you are gone. You are no more there. Poor sinner that I am remain. So I, the farmer's wife. So I am remain before your creditors, unable to bend your head before your creditors. All the people who have given the loan, taken the loan from the farmers, now they are going to come now. So poor sinner, I, being a woman in this society, I am only remained as a wife now, and you are not there to help me in the crisis moments. Before all your creditors, I am all alone, unable to bend. Now, in these two lines, the poet is trying to highlight on what might have been the reason for the farmer to kill himself. Unable to bend your head or stretch out your hand, or sell your crops, you crossed over. So all these 4 points related to exact reasons in the mind of the farmer before he killed himself. This is what is being analyzed by farmer's wife. I'll read out. Unable to bend your head, stretch out your hand, sell your crops, you crossed over. Remember, in all these points, the poet concentrates on farmer's wife. Now the character, farmer's wife as a wife, she is highlighting that. Looking at her dead husband, the dead body. So the farmer is not ready to bend his head. He is not ready to get insulted, stretch out, once again ask loan or money, and sell your crops. So even the crops also failed, the farmer, and you crossed over on the other side, life and death. Now farmer is no more, he is dead. In front of the dead body, farmer's wife is highlighting all that, okay, as a wife. So till now what we discussed, the poet is concentrating on the wife character. As a wife, looking at her dead husband, what is happening in her mind, introspection. She is analyzing all that, and it is a crisis moment. Nobody is there, nobody can come to her rescue. And now in this situation, farmer's wife wants to discuss all this, not openly, because nobody is there to come in her side. She is talking to herself. She is introspecting. She is looking at the dead body. She is talking to herself, analyzing all this. Now moving further, we find, but I was born with a head bent. Now from this line onwards, the poet tries to interpret farmer's wife when she was a girl. Okay, she seems to be going a reminiscence, little back, past of her life. What is that? I was. Now once again the poet is trying to highlight farmer's wife. I was born as a girl child, and when you know that in this society girl child is not that welcome, and the desire for the male child is being highlighted. Okay, male dominance, that part you can understand. And poet being feminist, she is trying to highlight that I was born with a head bent. So nobody is happy with that. And moving further, a hand outstretched. The parents, her, in her life, parents, what difficulties they faced as a girl child to look after her, not unused to being sold. So now what is that? Even the crops, when she was a girl, in her family also, father being the farmer, his crops also not being sold, but he has not killed himself. Okay, she is trying to introspect. Remember, the entire poem is happening in the mind of the farmer's wife. She is discussing. Moving further, knowing all this, did you leave me? This question is being addressed to the dead husband by the wife, farmer's wife. You found release with poison. So directly the poet is highlighting that the farmer drank poison and killed himself. You found release from all the problems, creditors, loan, the crisis moments, family responsibility, everything. Poisoning my bitter existence. Bitter, now she is all alone. Farmer's wife is all alone and she now has no other way to go. Nobody is to look up forward. And now bitter, see, in this particular part, the poet is trying to make the reader understand, as a student of literature, farmer's wife, as a girl, when she was born also in the society, she was not that welcome, and what are the difficulties she has faced belonging to a poor family, poverty. She was a part and parcel of poverty, but her parents have taught her to face life with all the difficulties. Continuing further, the poet tries to analyze once again. It is the mind of the farmer's wife. As a wife now, she is continuing, looking at the dead body of her husband. She is telling, true, the crop was gone. Crop was gone, cotton crops, there is a loss, totally. So now she is justifying, analyzing what would have happened in the mind of the farmer when he killed himself or when he drank the poison. The debt remained, debt, loan, whatever money he has taken. Our dignity hit the dust. Our dignity, once again, farmer's wife considering herself as a part of the family, our dignity. Even poor people have the dignity. The interesting part this is. Our dignity hit the dust. See the concept of family life. Earlier also she has been abused, she considered it, made a compromise. Now, our hearts turned to water. But how did you imagine? Our hearts turned to water. Now what else we can do other than crying, looking at you as a dead body? Other than crying, we have no way to go now. Now further, is a very interesting question. But how did you imagine my back would bear the burden of 4 children? Now as a reader, we will understand that 4 children are there for the family. How did you imagine? So once again, the farmer's wife, she is analyzing how her husband might have taken the extreme call. You saw your crop destroyed. Crop, once again, cotton crop. What of the harvest of my womb? Very interesting. My womb, the children part. Okay. Now the concept of mother is slowly coming. Remember, as I said earlier, the entire poem is nothing but the poet makes the reader understand that it is the decision making in the mind of farmer's wife, what she is supposed to do. Her husband is no more now. He has taken an extreme call. He killed himself. Now what I am supposed to do? Whether to follow him or I need to take a further final decision. What of the harvest of my womb? So once again now, my womb, harvest, all these points will highlight on. Now farmer's wife, earlier wife, and as a daughter. Now another concept of mother is slowly emerging, and the decision making of the farmer's wife seems to be coming up. Now we have to understand that. Can I leave them to the wind like worm-eaten cotton pods? Now there is another interesting thought also comes here, worm-eaten cotton pods. So the poet is slowly, she is trying to tell, farmer has killed himself because of this. This is the exact reason, and as a student, for the exam point of view, in the MCQ, we have to analyze worm-eaten cotton pods. So the loss, whatever the farmer has incurred, it is due to the worms. So because of that, there is a total loss, and the farmer, unable to face the crisis moment, he killed himself. Now, so there are 2 questions. Can I leave them to the wind? Now slowly the decision in the mind of the farmer's wife is coming up. And she has forgotten now. She is the wife. She is no more the wife now. She is becoming slowly the mother, taking charge of her family, the entire decision of her family. And this is very interesting. This part we need to analyze. Moving further forward, the cotton crop is but yesterday's, but our family. Yesterday, see, it is already a thing of the past now. There is a loss, failure, but our family. Now, once again, the poet tries to make the reader understand that farmer's wife, she has forgotten her past, now as a wife once again. So this wife, mother and all that will come. As a reader, as a student of literature, we need to highlight on that. But our family, remember this question? Farmer's wife is asking herself, nobody is there, she is looking at her own dead husband and she is talking to herself, entire situation. How often have I drowned in it? In it means the problem, family. Now the concept of family is being highlighted. As a family, as a mother now, okay, as a wife, what she is. So the entire poem is nothing but decision making. farmer's wife making a decision in front of the crisis moment. How often have I drowned in it? Drowned, day in, day out. For the family, what difficulties, how she struggled a lot, who came for her rescue, all this being highlighted. And the poet is making us to understand that. Drowned in it. In it means the family part. How many times have I escaped death? How many times I have escaped death? Have I escaped death? Remember, it is a question, and now here the poet wants to give us another face of the farmer. That very first line, you are virtuous, you are gone. You are virtuous, farmer is virtuous, no doubt. Same wife is telling to the readers, you are virtuous. Now this part, you as a reader, we need to understand that farmer is virtuous, no doubt, but the male dominated society is being highlighted. How many times have I escaped death? Not for the problems of the family, but from her personal life. What is that? Whether you abused me or reviled me. Abused me and reviled me, it has become a part and parcel of women today everywhere. Okay, not only in India, throughout the world. Whether you abused me or reviled me, you abused me. So you, husband. So wife is speaking now. Wife, okay. Kicked me when you were drunk. Kicked me when you were drunk, I thought he is but a man. It's a very interesting thought. So now what is that? For the sake of family, wife, she has not gone anywhere. She accepted it. She made a compromise. She thought that I thought he is but a man. A man who will go outside and work. He is the breadwinner, sole breadwinner. And as a family, I need to understand and I have to accept. I have to make a compromise. Understand? So only woman is supposed to make compromises. Whereas what about the man part? So this is a very interesting question the poet asks the reader, and as a reader we need to analyze that. Okay, being feminist, the poet being feminist. I thought he is but a man. I thought, so I analyzed and I have not gone anywhere telling about how I have been abused, punished, abused, shouted at, all that. Little did I dream you would deal me. Little did I dream you would deal me a death blow like this. I never imagined that you may put me into such a shameful, such an insulting situation where you will cross over, you will go to the other side where I alone supposed to face all these crisis moments. This is really unexpected. So something which I never even dreamt of. Moving further, the poet wants us to analyze. It takes a moment to die. Remember, now here I think the voice of the poet seems to be more. It takes a moment to die. The farmer's wife, more than farmer's wife, I feel as a student of literature, the voice of the poet seems to be coming forward. It takes a moment to die. But open your mouth and ask, what of this? Why is this? Okay, though it appears farmer's wife is looking at her dead husband and talking, I as a student of literature, you have to analyze in the poet's view. What is that? It takes a moment to die. And these two questions seems to be addressed to all those farmers who are killing themselves. Okay, so it is not the suicide that is the solution for all their problems. We need to face life. Okay, living is more important, challenging than killing oneself. That is being highlighted. So these two questions are addressed to all those farmers who kill themselves. I'll repeat, what of this? Why is this? Before they take that extreme step, let them look at the family, the children part. Okay, that I think as a poet wants us to understand. Now, it takes a moment to die, and further same thought continuing, needs a firm heart to teach, needs a firm heart to live, needs a firm heart for very strong decisive mind. Now already as I said earlier, the farmer's wife is in the decision making. Now the mother, she has forgotten that she is the wife. She has already forgotten. Along with her husband's death, it disappeared. Now the thought remained only with the lady is, she is the mother. Okay, she has to look after the family. So, to teach my children to clench a fist. Okay, so now this is very interesting thought. To teach my children, I have to live. Okay, children, they have lost the father. At least mother, they look up to, and as a mother, I need to be here. I don't want to take that extreme step. I am going to face all the problems. To clench a fist, overcoming difficulties, problems. This is a very interesting word. To clench a fist, this is the thought of the poet. So she, the farmer's wife wants to clench a fist, overcome all the difficulties. Okay, not merely for a handful of rice, but in battle of life and death. Okay, struggle of life. I must live. So this is very interesting thought. Now she is not the farmer's wife. She is the mother. Now she is in charge of her entire family. I must compulsion is there. Very interesting thought. I must live. I must embrace life, not death. Very beautifully, the poem comes to the end. What is that? In battle of life, struggle of everyday crisis, I must live, forced, must, compulsion is there, and the compulsion is for the sake of the family. Okay, she is not blaming anybody, she is not blaming the system, she accepts life as it comes. Very interesting thought. I must live, I must embrace life, not death. Embrace, accept all the problems, situations. Okay, and she is ready now. Farmer's wife, she has made up her mind, everything is okay. She has made all the sacrifices, everything. Now it is now or never. She has taken a final call. What is that? I must live, I must embrace life, not death. This is the final thought the poet wants us to understand. Now moving further, the poet is making the reader to understand that farmer's wife has moved away from the wife part as well as the daughter. Now she has become the mother. Okay, she has been forced by her husband's untimely death, suicide, and now she is owning up the responsibility. These are the thoughts which tells us that debt remained, the loan whatever being taken by her husband remained, and she is ready to face that, she is ready to repay that, and our dignity hit the dust. Now for the sake of the family, she wants to come back into all this crisis moment, and as a mother she don't want to leave her children. It takes a moment to die, needs a firm heart. Okay, so this is being highlighted by the poet for all those farmers who will take those extreme steps. Okay, it takes a moment to die, needs a firm heart, in battle, struggle, I must live. This is the final decision the poets is trying to make us understand that farmer's wife as a mother, what is that? It takes a moment to die, but to live we need to have to struggle, we need to face life, needs a firm heart, very strong. Okay, and mother, what is that? As a mother, to teach my children, all who are now all alone, she is, so to teach my children, 4 children, I want to accept life. She wants to embrace life, along with the life, all those problems, all those difficulties, crisis moments. To clench a fist and embrace life. Clench a fist, she wants to teach her children how to face, how to overcome difficulties, how to face the crisis moments in her life. And her husband maybe on the other side might have crossed over, but as a mother, she is ready to face all the problems, and this is all about. To sum up, to conclude, I like to compile all the main thoughts of the entire poem here. Okay, you are virtuous, gone. So the concept here is you, the farmer, you are virtuous, good, no doubt. What is the use? You are gone, no more. The suicide concept is being highlighted, and even the poor families, poverty is being highlighted there. Next, sinner I remain. Okay, now I, the farmer's wife, she is not blaming anybody. No, she, as a girl child, that the female infanticide and how female child is being looked in the family. Now, male dominance, okay, desire for the male child is being highlighted. That you need to understand. Now, you crossed over, poisoning my existence, the very purpose of living on this earth, something unexpected. The poet wants the reader to understand that farmer might have drank poison, but whatever the farmer's wife, her entire life is no more now. I thought he is but a man. Okay, here, male dominance, some sort of compromise from the ladies, the woman point of view is being highlighted, and the poet, being a feminist, she is trying to highlight that. I thought he is but a man. Many a time, in the family, the abuse part, woman is not being looked after properly, all that is being highlighted. The interesting part of that, in the family, compromise. Okay, woman now, the farmer's wife, what compromises she has made is being highlighted. This theme of this poem makes me to remember another poem in English literature, Alfred Lord Tennyson's Home They Brought Her Warrior Dead. There also, Home They Brought Her Warrior Dead, she remained totally silent, and looking at her children, in the end she comes back. Okay, so almost all that same thought here. See, the main theme here, rise above the storm to find the sunshine. So it is almost like a message by the poet Lalita Kumari, who wants all the farmers to leave all this suicide and killing themselves and all. Okay, we are here to face the problems, not to run away from the problem. That's it. Thank you. The main theme of this poem makes me to remind another great poem in English literature, written by Alfred Lord Tennyson, Home They Brought Her Warrior Dead. There also the theme highlights on the same thing. Okay, So here, farmer's wife P. Lalita Kumari's made me to think in the same line. Rise above the storm and to find the sunshine. So it is all about. I think Lalita Kumari tries to tell through her poem. It is almost like a direct address to the farmers who are killing themselves. Okay, instead of facing the crisis movements, okay, problems will come, losses will happen, but it doesn't mean that they have to kill themselves. It is the entire main theme of this poem is a positive message being conveyed. Okay, we are supposed to face life, not to kill ourselves. Okay, farmer is being given one symbolically being highlighted, so it can be a message, a positive message to for all. That is the reason it is contemporary and is considered classic in the making, and we need to look forward facing life, our crisis moments in this world. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching my videos.